Hello, this is Anatole, and I'm here with my review for Black Mirror Season 5, Episode 3, titled Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2, and it scored a disappointing 6.0 on IMDb, which puts it down around the level of Season 8 of Game of Thrones. And so what is the reason for the fan reaction to this episode? And to get an anecdotal example of the fans' reaction to this, I'm going to draw upon a coworker of mine, Digby, who asked me, "How did those girls get into Ashley's mansion? It's just two girls, and a pop star like Ashley should have a coterie, a whole team of security that would check the credentials of anyone trying to get in. And this scheme of getting in there because of rodent infestation and then just sort of dickering around while one person sneaks off to the unprotected pop star, the one that needs to be kept secret and in a coma or the whole scheme falls apart, is just ludicrous. And then two girls being able to go into a computer, jury rig a solution and find the exact place for this dampening program and just be able to delete it with a button is also ludicrous. So I think that it's not so much that they got the famous singer Miley Cyrus to be in the episode, but that the story itself became kind of this blockbuster buddy film that is very unlike most of the other episodes of Black Mirror, and that it's executed so poorly with these gaping plot holes. And I also want to point out, so for me, I think the first two acts were fine. It set up a story of two girls and a father being decimated by the loss of their mother, and each in their own way turning to some sort of technology as the answer. The father becomes oblivious to the family and dives himself into the work of creating a computer AI that will kill rats. One of the girls becomes a guitar head, and she can only feel any sort of joy through her music, and the other one becomes a devotee, a fan to the pop singer Ashley. That's a good setup. And then we get the B plot, the woman who's going to be the mother figure to this family, we think, and how technology is affecting her role as the pop singer, the way she's trapped by her management, by the music they're able to create that perverts her view, her artistic vision, the way they use technology to manufacture this image of who she is and manufacture music that doesn't truly represent her. That's okay. But that third act, all these story leads that they developed about how this pop singer may be the missing mother, and the way the father is and the two girls are part of this puzzle and they need the missing piece, that never adds up. And instead, the pop singer plotline takes over the story of the family, which is what was the hook for us as the viewers. And then it gets executed as the typical car chase, mainstream blockbuster movie, I think, is where most of the people have their problems. I do want to point out, I really like the way music is handled in the episode and the way that they used Nine Inch Nails to show that the pop music she was producing, there was a harder edge to it all along. And so by just taking a couple of Nine Inch Nails songs and cleaning them up and making them very poppy, it was very easy for them to transform up at the end of the episode and make them a lot grungier and dirtier. So I thought that was really well done. I like Miley Cyrus. I know some people do have issue with her being in the episode, but for me, she worked. I think the two girls, their acting didn't do a lot for me, but I was in. I'm a sucker for those sort of buddy girl films like Dick and what's the more recent one? Oh, it escapes me. Cut. The World of Henry Orient, which also has Peter Sellers, and then the more modern spin on that was Ghost World. So those are all, I'm just a sucker for that genre when it's really well done. But this was not. I haven't watched Bandersnatch yet, which was supposed to be an episode of season 5, but they just spun it out as a standalone film because it was so involved. So I think I'm going to do a reaction video. I very rarely do those on this channel, but I think I'm going to do a reaction video for that next week. So check back, and in my Black Mirror playlist, it should be there if you missed it the first time around. I'm like 90% sure I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's all for now. I hope you are doing well and life finds you just peachy dandy. Take care and be well. Goodbye. Bandersnatch.